The nation's most restrictive abortion bill is now law. The legislation would punish doctors who perform abortions with life in prison, but it does not provide an exception for victims of rape or incest. Our next guest, Sam Blakely, had an abortion after she was raped 2 years ago. Last week, she testified before Alabama's legislature, begging them not to sign this bill.
If abortion was not legal, I would still have one somewhere, somehow, or I just would not be here because there's no way that I would be able to carry my rapist child. There's no way. And I want you all to know that as you are deciding on this. Please, please, I'm begging you, please don't take away my choice.
Sam Blakely joins us now. Sam, we so appreciate you being here because you are the person that this would affect. You represent the women that this would affect. Can you just, and I know this isn't easy talking about so publicly, but you wanted to come forward because you felt that strongly about it. Can you just tell us what that day was like when you learned that you were pregnant as the result of a rape?
Absolutely. Devastation. There are no words to really describe what I went through. I can recall being in the bathroom and biting on my shower curtain to keep from screaming so loudly because I was so distraught. It was the worst moment of my life.
And what would have happened in your life if this law had been in effect then and you had to carry the rapist's baby to term?
Well, I can honestly say that I would not be here. That was very traumatic. I suffered from PTSD afterwards. I suffered major depressive disorder. Lots of traumatic things happened, and I honestly do not believe that I would be able to go through with it. My rapist, I know, would try to use that child to control me and to get to me, because that's what he tried to do after I had my abortion.
Yes, and he would have rights to that child if you were forced to have that child. And so last night, when the governor signed this bill into law, and before that, when it passed in the state legislature, just share with us your feelings. What was your reaction?
I was shocked. It was different than having all of those men agree and put this into effect, but to have Governor Ivey as a woman who knows what we go through, who has probably heard countless stories of women begging her not to sign this bill, and she still did it anyway. It was beyond heartbreaking to me.
Here is what the Republicans on the state legislature say they were hoping for in passing this bill. Let me play for you their motivation.
Human life has rights.
We'll never get a heartbeat bill to be constitutional until Roe versus Wade is decided and reversed.
So that is an admission that this is designed to go to the Supreme Court, that they are hoping that the Supreme Court takes this up. In fact, they made it possibly so extreme so the Supreme Court is forced to take this up because what they want, I guess, is a heartbeat bill or something to that effect. So what do you think of their motivations here?
I think it is sick, and I think it's cruel that they are willing to endanger the lives of literally millions of women for some sort of political pat on the back or something, some sort of political advancement in their agendas or something. I'm not sure if they understand the gravity of what's going to happen, but at this point, I have no words. I have absolutely no words to describe the disgust that I feel, and so many women have told me that they feel. They're scared. They're angry. We don't know what's going to happen. We are seriously in fear for our lives as women in Alabama.
When you say they don't know the gravity of what's going to happen, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I know that abortion will not end. Safe legal abortion will end, but abortion will not end. As women, we will find ways. They will be unsafe ways. They will be detrimental to our health ways, but we will continue to have abortions. And that is something that I don't know if the Republicans know or care about, but that is the fact of the matter, that we will continue to have them. They are taking away our safety.
Sam Blakely, we really appreciate you sharing your real life, personal, and devastating experience with us. Thank you very much for being here on New Day.
Absolutely.